Did you know that there are 5 simple exercises that can make you feel and move like you're 20 years younger? Many of us accept becoming weaker and more frail as part of aging, but here's some exciting news. There's a specialized exercise method that can actually reverse the effects of aging in just a few weeks. In this video, I'll walk you through that method, along with 5 scientifically backed exercises that are essential for maintaining strength and vitality, particularly if you're over 50. But before we delve in, like this video if you're intrigued by natural health solutions. If you're new here, hit subscribe and enable notifications for our latest updates. Before we dive into the exercises, let's discuss a crucial but often overlooked factor that significantly impacts our mobility and longevity. In 1989, scientists introduced the term sarcopenia, from the Greek words sarx, meaning flesh, and penia, meaning loss, to describe the natural decline in muscle mass that begins in our 30s. What they didn't anticipate was how quickly this condition accelerates after age 50. By 2019, sarcopenia was officially recognized as a medical condition, as research revealed it's a leading cause of disability, frailty, and falls in older adults. The good news: recent studies, including a landmark one in 2024, show that sarcopenia isn't just preventable, it's reversible. This groundbreaking research demonstrated that older adults can regain muscle strength and mass within 12 weeks through specific exercises. You might be thinking, I already know exercise is important, but here's the critical point: not all exercises are equally effective. In fact, doing the wrong exercises, or using improper techniques, can waste your time or even cause injury. That's why this video will focus on the top 5 anti-aging exercises, and introduce you to the one exercise method that experts call the gold standard for reversing muscle loss, no matter your age. For these 5 exercises, we'll target key muscle groups throughout the body, offering modifications for both beginner and advanced fitness levels. Let's begin with 1. The squat. Squats are one of the most important movements I recommend to patients over 50 because they work the largest muscles in the legs, your glutes, quadriceps, and hamstrings. These muscles are essential for everyday tasks like walking, climbing stairs, and standing up from a chair. But what many people don't realize is that squats also engage the muscles of your back and core, building stability and endurance in your trunk. This added strength supports daily activities such as lifting, bending, and carrying. Here's how to do squats correctly. Stand with your feet shoulder width apart, keeping your back straight and your core engaged. Either extend your arms straight in front of you or cross them over your chest. As you inhale, slowly lower yourself by bending your hips and knees simultaneously, pausing at the bottom of the movement. On the exhale, stand back up, focusing on activating your leg muscles, especially your glutes and quads. Start with 2 sets of 10 repetitions. To make the exercise more challenging, hold a 10 or 15-pound dumbbell in front of you. If you're new to squats or need extra support, you can start by using a chair for sit-to-stands, with the option of using armrests for balance. Before you commit to doing squats daily, there's one crucial principle you need to understand. Without this, you risk frustration or even injury. Let me introduce you to Adrian, a 60-year-old. Adrian struggled to walk to his mailbox after injuring his back, but within a few weeks, he was able to garden and walk comfortably for over an hour. Adrian loved gardening and playing with his grandkids, but his back pain prevented him from doing the things he enjoyed. When he came to me, he could only walk for 10 minutes at a time. He started a simple routine, which included squats, and asked him to walk just 5 minutes a day. Here's the secret I wish more people knew: Adrian increased his exercise duration by 20% each week. This gradual increase, which I call the golden rule of rehab, allowed Adrian to rebuild his strength steadily without overexertion. 2 months later, he had tripled his walking time and was able to return to gardening and lifting his granddaughter with ease. The key takeaway here is that improving your strength and reversing muscle loss doesn't require quick results. It just requires consistent, gradual progress. This method, known as progressive strength training, is now regarded by scientists as the gold standard for combating sarcopenia and reversing the physical effects of aging. Now that you understand this essential principle, let's continue with the exercises that will help you stay strong, mobile, and youthful. 2. Let's dive into exercise which is designed to strengthen both your back and core. This is another key exercise Adrian did to help him regain mobility and strength. The second exercise is called the modified crunch. While traditional crunches are excellent for engaging your core muscles, especially the rectus abdominis, commonly known as the six-pack muscle, this modified version goes beyond just aesthetics. It focuses on strengthening the deeper layers of your core and back muscles, which are vital for maintaining proper posture, spinal stability, and reducing back pain as you age. Here's why this exercise is so important. As we grow older, core stability becomes essential for daily tasks, such as bending, lifting, and maintaining balance. A strong core supports your trunk and spine, helping prevent the back problems that become more common with age. The modified crunch targets these deeper muscles, making it a great way to improve overall trunk strength while also keeping your back in good shape for the long term. Now, let's break down how to perform the modified crunch asterisk, which most people can do, even if they have some mobility issues. Start by lying on your back with your knees bent and feet flat on the floor, or bed if you prefer. Place your hands lightly on your thighs. From this position, engage your abdominal muscles by pulling your belly button toward the floor, creating a slight contraction in your core. This simple movement, called a pelvic tilt, is especially helpful if you suffer from lower back pain, as it can provide immediate relief by flattening your lower back against the surface beneath you. Next, take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, slowly lift your shoulder blades off the floor, focusing on engaging your abdominal muscles to initiate the movement. It's essential to lift with your core, not by straining your neck or chest. Hold this position for a brief moment before slowly lowering your shoulders back down as you inhale. Aim for 2 sets of 15 repetitions. If you experience neck discomfort, you can place your hands lightly behind your head for support, but avoid pulling your head forward, as this can strain your neck muscles. The key is to focus on quality over quantity. Each movement should be controlled, with consistent breathing and deep engagement of your core muscles. To increase the difficulty, you can raise your upper body a little higher, add a small weight to your chest, or perform more repetitions. If you find this too challenging, try a partial crunch, where you only lift your head and shoulders an inch or 2 off the floor. Even this slight motion can engage your core muscles effectively, especially when done with proper form. As with any exercise, it's crucial to listen to your body. Start slow, and increase your reps or intensity as your core strength and endurance improve. Once you've completed your modified crunches, we'll move on to exercise number 3, which focuses on lower body strength, balance, and flexibility, all vital components for maintaining mobility and independence as you age. 3. Reverse lunge, and it's an excellent move for strengthening your legs and glutes. While similar to squats in that it builds lower body strength, lunges provide even more benefits by engaging additional muscle groups like your back and abdominal muscles. This not only helps to relieve stress on your spine and ease back pain, something many people over 50 commonly experience, but also improves overall balance and stability. In fact, research shows that performing lunges regularly enhances the health of your knees and hips, while also boosting bone density. This is crucial for reducing the risk of osteoporosis, a condition that weakens bones and increases the likelihood of fractures as we age. Now, let's take a look at a lunge variation that's easier to perform than the typical forward or walking lunge you may have seen. To begin, Stand with your feet shoulder width apart and position yourself near a sturdy chair or counter for support. This will help you maintain balance as you perform the movement. Keeping your back straight, take a large step backward with one leg. As you do this, your front leg should bend at the knee to form a right angle, while your back leg remains on the ball of your foot and bends at the knee as well. Your goal is to lower your body while keeping both hips and knees bending together, moving as a single, controlled unit. As you lower yourself, imagine a straight line running from your neck to your back, and focus on keeping that alignment throughout the movement. You don't need to bring your knee all the way to the floor, just lower it until it's about 3 to 5 centimeters off the ground. Once you've reached the bottom of the lunge, engage your abdominal muscles and rise back up smoothly, breathing consistently throughout the process. After completing one side, return to the starting position and repeat the movement on the other leg. Aim for one set of 10 repetitions on each side to start. If you experience knee or hip discomfort, especially if you have arthritis, start with mini lunges. In this easier version, you lower yourself only 25% of the way down. As your strength and mobility improve, you can gradually work toward a full lunge. For those looking to increase the challenge, try holding a 10-pound dumbbell in each hand, or let go of the support to further test your balance and control. Once you've mastered the reverse lunge and are feeling stronger in your legs and core, you'll be ready to move on to exercise number 4, which focuses on building upper body strength, something crucial for maintaining functional mobility as we age. 4. The modified push-up, an incredibly effective movement for building strength in your upper body. Push-ups primarily target the muscles in your chest, shoulders, and triceps, but they do much more than that. By engaging your core during the exercise, push-ups help improve overall stability and functional strength, which are essential for everyday tasks like lifting, carrying, pushing, and pulling. In fact, this exercise played a key role in Adrian's recovery, helping him regain enough strength to lift and play with his granddaughter. Now, let's break down how to perform the push-up, starting with a modified version that's easier for beginners. Begin by placing your hands on the floor slightly wider than shoulder width apart. Instead of balancing on your toes, rest on your knees, which reduces the intensity of the exercise but still allows you to build strength. Keep your body in a straight line from your head all the way down to your knees, engaging your core to maintain proper posture. From this position, lower yourself toward the floor by bending your elbows, making sure to keep your body in a straight line throughout the movement. Your goal is to lower your chest until it's just above the ground. There's no need to actually touch the floor. Once you reach the lowest point, push yourself back up in a smooth and controlled motion, being mindful of keeping your core engaged and your back straight. Aim to complete 2 sets of 10 repetitions to start, gradually increasing as you build strength. For those with shoulder issues or limited upper body mobility, there's an even easier option: wall push-ups. To perform this variation, stand facing a wall with your feet about a foot away from it. Place your hands on the wall, slightly wider than shoulder width apart. Bend your elbows to lower your chest toward the wall, stopping just before touching it, then push yourself back to the starting position. This variation is a gentle way to strengthen your upper body without putting too much strain on your shoulders. You can make it harder by stepping further away from the wall or using a countertop for added resistance. As you gain strength and mobility, you can challenge yourself further by performing the full push-up. The only difference here is that instead of kneeling, you'll have your feet on the ground and your body in a straight line from head to heels, keeping your core tight throughout the movement. Regardless of which version of the push-up you choose, aim for 2 sets of 10 repetitions as a starting point. Consistency is key, so focus on gradually increasing the number of repetitions and the intensity as your upper body strength improves. This exercise, along with the others, will help you maintain the mobility and independence you need as you age. Now, let's move on to the final exercise in this sequence. 5. The glute bridge, and in my experience, it's one of the most reliable indicators of overall mobility and strength as you age, even into your 70s, 80s, and beyond. If you're able to perform 10 to 20 repetitions of this exercise, it demonstrates that you possess the necessary strength for performing essential daily activities. These include getting out of bed or standing up from a chair, walking with stability, and climbing stairs, all critical for maintaining independence. Because of its fundamental importance, most people incorporate the glute bridge into their regular exercise routines. Now, let's go over how to properly perform the glute bridge. Start by lying on your back, with your knees bent and your feet flat on the floor or bed, positioning them about hip-width apart. Place your arms by your sides with your palms facing down for added stability. The first step is to engage your core muscles. Do this by pulling your belly button down toward your spine as you inhale. Then, press through your heels to lift your hips off the floor, focusing on squeezing your glutes at the top of the movement. Your goal is not necessarily to create a perfectly straight line from your shoulders to your knees, but to lift your hips as high as you comfortably can, keeping control throughout the motion. Hold this position for a brief moment to ensure that your glutes and core are fully engaged, then exhale as you slowly lower your hips back down to the floor. Perform 2 sets of 10 repetitions, paying close attention to maintaining control during both the lift and the descent. If you're looking for a way to make the glute bridge more challenging, try incorporating a single leg variation. In this version, you lift one leg while performing the bridge, significantly increasing the intensity. This modification not only targets your glutes, but also engages your stabilizer muscles, particularly those in your side glutes, which are crucial for balance and overall lower body strength. For those who are just starting out or need an easier variation, focus on squeezing and holding your glute muscles with your hips remaining close to the ground. Over time, as your strength improves, you can begin lifting your hips just 1 to 2 inches off the floor, gradually increasing the height as you become more comfortable and stronger in the movement. There are a couple of key tips, especially for those over 50. First, make sure to keep your core engaged throughout the entire movement, which will help protect your lower back. Second, avoid overextending or arching your lower back during the lift. Instead, aim for smooth, controlled movements that prioritize quality over height. Now that you know how to boost your muscle mass and improve strength through this functional exercise, I have something even more exciting to share. Did you know that there's a simple trick that can help you walk with the agility and ease of someone 20 years younger? Click on this video, and I'll show you top 6 powerful oils that can help you melt blood clot and improve your walking, perfect for anyone over 50. I'll see you there. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you have not already for more health tips, and I wish you great health and happiness.